Morning children. Today we are going to discuss about control measures of which one? The water pollution. What kind of control measures we have to take for the water pollution we have to discuss now. Okay children, so observe very carefully each and every point what we are discussing is important for the exam point of view. So first we discussed in the previous classes about the pollution, right? So what is a pollution? What is air pollution? What is noise pollution? What is water pollution? Like that different types we discussed. But in this class what we are going to discuss is the control measures of water pollution. That one we are discussing. So control measures of water pollution. So what we are discussing? The control measures of water pollution. How to control? Come on, you tell water pollution how to control. First thing is right to clean water is fundamental right. Right to clean water. Fundamental right under the Indian Constitution. It's a fundamental right, cleaning of water. What is that? The control measures for water pollution we are discussing. Fundamental right for cleaning of the water according to under the Indian Constitution. And Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 section 17 and 40 70 to 40 prohibit the pollution of streams or well by disposal of polluting matter. Stream or well by disposal of polluting matter is prohibited. So it's a law. Water Prevention and what you call Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 17 to 40 sections prohibit the what you called pollution of a stream well by disposal of polluting matter. The central government and state government pollution control boards are there. Pollution control boards are there. What they will do? The power to advise the central and state government on various matters. They have power to advise the central and state governments to what you called various matters concerned with the prevention and control of pollution of water. Prevention and control of pollution of water. Which one? The central and state pollution control boards have power on central government and state government to control the pollution of water. And they will suggest some different advices. They will give advices to control the water pollution. Next, Ministry of Environment, very important. See, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climatic Change. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is the nodal agency of the central government. Is the nodal agency of the central government for the planning, promotion, coordination, for overseeing the implementation of India's environmental and forest policies and programs. Very important. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is the nodal agency of the central government for planning, promotion, coordination and for overseeing the implementation of India's environmental and forestry policies and programs. Planning and promotion. They can plan, they can promote and coordinate for the overseeing the implementation of India's environmental and forestry policies and programs. Next, how to prevent. Prevention is important. So first to prevent is regulate or control of pollutant discharge at the point of generation. Where the generation, there itself we have to stop the pollution. So control of pollutants discharge where the point at the point of generation. Regulation or control of pollutants at the point of generation. Wastewater can be pre-treated by scientific methods before discharge to municipal treatment sources. Wastewater can be pre-treated by scientific methods. Scientific methods we can use. That is important. What is that one? Scientific method before discharge to municipal treatment sources. So wastewater can be pre-treated before municipal treatment sources. Scientific methods treatment. Next, STP, setting up of sewage treatment plants. STP means what? Sewage treatment plan. STP means sewage treatment plants. ETP means effluent treatment plants should have to setting more for the treatment of water. Sewage treatment plant, effluent treatment plant. Sewage treatment plant, effluent treatment plants must and should to protect water from the water pollution is meant to treat sewages. Next, another important, regulates or restrict the use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. Regulates and what he called very important, restricts. Regulates and restricts. Which one? Synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. Very dangerous, they are causing dangerous problems. Next, public awareness and people's involvement is essential. Public awareness is must and should, otherwise we can't do anything. And awareness, involvement of the people is must and should to the prevention of water pollution. For example, you see case study, Namami Gange. Namami Gange means National Mission for Cleaning Ganga program, cleaning Ganga river. It's a very important national mission. Namami Gange. What is that one? Inaugurated conservation mission flagship program. What's the program name? Flagship program for the Union government in June 2014. 20,000 crores. 20,000 crores accomplished the twin objectives of effective abatement of pollution, conservation and rejuvenation of river Ganga. Controlling pollution, rejuvenation and conservation of river Ganga. How many crores? 20,000 crores in the Indian government June 2014 Indian budget they kept. So very important. Flagship program. What is that flagship program? Cleaning of Ganga. It's a very important. So Namami Gange, Ganga river cleaning mission, flagship program, June 2014. What is that? 20,000 crores accomplished the twin objectives of conservation and rejuvenation of river Ganga. Next, come to noise pollution. It's a common problem in the cities. Very common. We should have to be concentrate on this noise pollution also. Why? Because it is also silent killer. So noise pollution mainly sound is unwanted and undesirable, can disrupt one's quality life. Unwanted sound, unwanted, undesirable can disrupt one's quality life is called noise. So quality life will get disturbance when there is a lot of noise in the environment. So more noise means what you can say, that is called noise pollution. So the intensity noise is measured by decibels. The intensity of the noise can be measured by which one? Decibels. This is a very important point, decibels. So generally 120 decibels is very dangerous. Okay, first, what is the sources of noise pollution? Where is the noise pollution? Vehicle engines, air horns, audio, video systems, trains, aircrafts, factory machines, sirens, motors, drillers, crushers, compressor machines, crackers. Okay, crackers. You know crackers, how much sound will come. Explosives, modern supersonic transports, and the common source of noise pollution. So the threshold of pain is about 120 decibels. World Health Organization proposed that noise must be recognized as a major threat to human well-being. This is applicable for all living organisms. Major threat. Which one? The World Health Organization is said a major threat to humans and living organisms is the noise pollution. So effects of noise pollution. effects, very dangerous problems are there. USEPA. What is USA? United States Environmental Protection Agency. United States Environmental Protection Agency, okay, said restricts direct links between the noise and health. So heart diseases, what are these? Heart diseases, high blood pressure, okay, stress related illness, sleep disruption, and hearing loss and productivity loss are the problems related to noise pollution. What are those? Heart diseases, high blood pressure, stress, sleeplessness, hearing loss, productivity loss. So increased stress and what you call tension, nervousness, irritability, anxiety, depression, and panic attacks will be there because of sound pollution. Peptic ulcers, severe headaches, memory loss. Even marine animals are affected by noise pollution from offshore activities and port activities. Even marine animals also will be affected by this noise pollution. Once again, children, so many problems. Heart diseases. Okay, next, what you call high blood pressure is stress, and what you called productivity loss, anxiety, irritability, depression, panic attacks, ulcer, and headaches also will become because of sound pollution. Even marine animals are also affecting because of noise pollution at the offshore activities and port activities. Firecrackers frighten animals. Birds are often affected by increased air traffic. So, very dangerous. Firecrackers also damaging animals and birds in the air. Then how to control this noise pollution? That is important. So, control of the noise pollution is another important task for us. Why? Because so many problems we are facing because of noise pollution, right? So many disturbances we are facing because of noise pollution. So what we have to do for controlling noise pollution? That is the first point to think, right? So first you see, first control, planting trees. Trees is important. So planting trees and very important around the noise sources is an effective solution for noise pollution. Plants are known to absorb noise and bring down sound levels. So these trees absorb the sound and bring down the noise levels. Next, regular servicing and tuning of automobiles. Engines can effectively reduce noise pollution by vehicles and machinery. So regular service we should do for vehicles. Then lubrication of machinery is very important. Why? Because now reduce the noise levels. Regulation and restriction should be the usage of the loudspeakers in the crowded areas and public places. So loudspeakers should have to be regulated, otherwise noise pollution will become. What about legal protection? Article 48A, 51A of the Constitution of India, noise pollution, we should have to regulation and control rules 2000. Okay, even Tamil Nadu state environment policy, some of the legal relief from the noise pollution also is there. What is it? According to the noise pollution rules, only permissible limit of noise, what you call 65 decibels. During day and night only 55 decibels. During daytime 65 decibels. Night time only 55 decibels. Beyond that decibels means punishable. Next, agrochemicals are very dangerous. So chemicals which are used in agriculture for growth of plants. Chemicals which are used in the growth of plants is called, and pest control are called agrochemicals or agrochemicals or agri-chemicals. What we have to do? Overuse of agri-chemicals. Okay, it's good, but overuse should not be. Overuse of agri-chemicals have been observed to generate residues that causes nutrient imbalance. Nutrient imbalance will become because of overuse of agrochemicals. So what are the effects of agrochemicals? The effects are may kill beneficial bacteria and soil organisms. They kills the beneficial bacteria and soil organisms, can cause us eutrophication, dryness of lakes. Next, productivity will be decrease. You know very well, affects the aquatic animals and their productivity, especially aquatic animals productivity will be decreased. Next, what will happen? Pesticides containing water, what do it that is unfit to drinking that water. So pesticides, these agrochemicals makes the water unfit to drink. Next, air pollution also, aerosols will be released or not, they are also causes air pollution. So inhalation and of contaminated air can cause respiratory problems. So when you inhale the contaminated air, so respiratory problem means agrochemicals contaminated air, respiratory problems will come. Even the poisoning also will be, chemicals can causes, what you called, consumption can lead to poisoning. Side effects will become, even skin rashes, irritation of the eyes, and cancer, carcinogenic. All chemicals, agrochemicals are carcinogenic and causes the nervous system damage, neurotoxicity, and hormonal disturbances, disorders, and even beneficial insects can be affected. So agrochemicals, uses of limited very good, but too much agrochemicals, what will happen is very dangerous. And beneficial is there, little growth for and development of growth, development of plants, and controls the pest. These agrochemicals are useful, but too much use in the sense may kills the beneficial bacteria, very dangerous, and nutrient imbalances, okay, and can causes eutrophication. Water bodies, aquatic productivity will be decreased. Pesticides, these agrochemical pesticides makes unfit to water. Air pollution will increase because of aerosol of agrochemicals. Respiratory problems and poisoning. If we eat agrochemical, unfortunately related to food poisoning, that is side effects will become skin rashes, eye irritation, carcinogenic. All agrochemicals are carcinogenic, causes neurotoxicity, so toxic nature, and even beneficial insects also could be affected because of agrochemicals. So very dangerous problems are there because of these agrochemicals. Okay children, so we are discussing about control measures of water pollution. Control in water pollution is, or the protection of white water, or what you call clean water is fundamental right. So Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974, 17 to 14 sections, what they are saying is prohibit the pollution of stream or well by disposal of polluting matter. So we should have to prohibit the pollution of a stream well by disposal of polluting matter. If anybody is polluting, they will be punishable. The central state have pollution controlling boards. They have power to advise the state and central governments for controlling pollution of water. Next, Ministry of Environment, very very important, and Forest Climate Changes is the nodal agency of the central government. They will plan and promote, coordinate for overseeing implantation of Indian environmental and forestry. Okay, they will planning program for the controlling of water pollution. Which one? Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climatic Changes is the nodal agency of central government. The promotion, coordination and implantation of environmental related programs, protection programs, forest policies and programs. Then how to prevent, so especially control of pollutants discharge at the point of generation. At the point of generation only we should have to stop the pollutants. Next, wastewater can be treated by what you call different scientific approaches, scientific methods before going to the what you call municipal treatments. Next, STP, ETP, sewage treatment plants, effluent treatment plants. Sewage treatment plants, effluent treatment plants, important to clean the water. Then synthetic fertilizers and pesticides should not use, ban. Then only we can get the pure water, we can protect our water. Okay, so next, what is the public awareness must and should about the involvement is essential for the protection of water. Case study, if you see, Namami Gange, National Mission for Clean Gange, in June 2014, the central government implanted one program about for cleaning of Ganga. That is called flagship program. Flagship program. So 20,000 crores they announced in the budget to clean the Ganga river. So this is a very important, what you called, conservation and rejuvenation of river Ganga will be takes place in this mission. Noise pollution, so decibels we will measure units. So the noise more is disturb the quality of life. That's called noise. So if the more noise is there in the sense, that is called noise pollution. So according to the USEPA, United States Environmental Protection Agency, too much noise means what this agency said, noise, because of noise we will feel so many problems like heart diseases, high blood pressure, stress related illness, headache, okay, and what you call loss, productivity loss, deafness, this will become even peptic ulcers, severe headache, depression, anxiety, stress, irritability, so many problems. That's a silent killer sound is. So how to control? Even firecrackers also damaging the birds and animals sound because of firecracker sound. How to control? Trees is the best remedy for noise pollution, controlling of noise pollution. Why? They reduces the noise pollution, absorbs the noise and reduces the noise sound levels. So regular servicing of automobiles is important. Engines and workers should have to use earplugs, otherwise they will be suffer. Why? Because daily they are facing sound. That's why earplugs is important for what you call ear muffs at work sites to generate at the time where the high noise levels is generating. Lubrication of machinery is important, and regular servicing is important. Okay, so loudspeakers, you should have to restrict the loudspeakers in the public areas. So legal protection is also there. Article 48A, 50 and A Constitution of India, Noise Pollution Rules 2000, they given. Tamil Nadu State Environment Policy 2007 legalized. So relief from the noise pollution is important. So in the daytime 65 decibels, nighttime 55 decibels only we should create. More than that, create in the sense it is punishable. Next, agrochemicals, chemicals which are used in the agriculture fields. It's a very good for the growth, but too much if you use, what will happen? Some problems will become. What are those? Imbalances will become, productivity will be disturbed, may kill beneficial bacteria, eutrophication, aquatic productivity loss, pesticides unfit the water, causes air pollution, respiratory problems, poisoning the food, skin rashes, eye irritations, and causes cancer, carcinogenic, neurotoxicity, nervous system will be damaged, even beneficial insects also can be affected. So we should not use too much agrochemicals. Why? Because they are very harmful.